What's up, everybody? This is Whiskey in the Six. I'm Rob, doing a whiskey rundown of the Dalwhinnie Winter's Frost House of Stark versus the Lagavulin 9-year-old House of Lannister. Alright, so the Dalwhinnie Winter's Frost is 43%. Likely some added color in there. This goes for about $110 at the LCBO. I've seen it for around $80 elsewhere. The Lagavulin is also $110, 46%. Probably some added color in this one as well, but you can expect that this one probably isn't chill filtered. I would assume the color added, because they are virtually identical, was to keep them uniform. I would also assume that that's because this is going to appeal to the mass markets, so they didn't want to risk not adding any color to this. If I were to pull out the 12-year-old Lagavulin behind me, the cast strength, it's a lot lighter than this. It's a pale yellow, alright? So that's the first thing I noticed when I opened the bottles. Very cool presentation. As many of you know, I am a huge Game of Thrones fan. I had... Back in the day when I was at my old house, I had the Game of Thrones map, which many would mistake for the Scotch map, in my set. Since I moved, I had to take that down because I don't really have the space for it. Maybe eventually when I revamp the whole set, I'll be able to put that back up. But I'm going to nose these, taste them, and give them a mark. The Stark is in the S&B glass. The Lannister is in the I Sip and I Know Things glass from my boy Sipper's Social Club channel. Okay, so the Dalwhinnie, some nice notes in there right off the bat. It's a combination, I think, of ex-bourbon and some sherry as well. And that definitely picks up on the nose. I'm getting like a berry sweetness to it. Some vanillas. A nice like grapefruitiness actually. Really nice on the nose. And then the Lagavulin, you get hit with a nice scent of peat right off the hop. And you wade through that and you get some different casks in there as well. I'm wondering if there is some sherry and that's why. But like I said, these are virtually identical in color. So, before I get into tasting, I just wanted to let you guys know that I will be doing a Whiskey After the Thrones following each episode of Game of Thrones for Season 8, where I'll talk more in depth about each of these whiskeys when I have the whole set. But for now, I thought what better way to do a whiskey rundown than two rival homes. Automatically, I think I know what they were trying to do here. Non-peated whiskeys appeal more to the mass market. The Starks are everybody's favorite. Everybody loves the Starks. So you got that nice, fruity, pleasant aroma here. And then you got the charred wood smoke type nuances from the Lagavulin. What Lagavulin is actually known for, but it's definitely, once I've smelt these, I kind of understood why they decided to go with this being the Stark and this being the Lannister. Very nice on the nose though, so if you're a peat fan, you're going to love the Lagavulin. But so is the Dalwhinnie. The Dalwhinnie is beautiful on the nose too. Alright, on the palate. Okay, so this one's going to be a crowd pleaser. I can tell right off the hop. It's a lot better than the standard release for Dalwhinnie, in my opinion, the 15-year-old, which is about the same price. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is around 10 to 12 years old. It might be a combination of younger whiskeys, but there's a reason why these two are the same price. And this one is a 9-year-old whiskey with an age statement. It's 46%. This is 43%. again, same price. So I'm going to say that this one's probably about 11, 12 years old, if I had to guess. And the reason I have to guess is because this is a no age statement. But man, that is beautiful stuff. That is really, really nice. You get a lot of sherry influence on this whiskey. I didn't expect that from the Dalwhinnie, but that color could easily be natural color now that I taste it, because there's definitely a sherry influence on this one. And like I said, that's probably no younger than 10 years old if I had to guess. That's really nice. Okay, Lagavulin on the palate. Oh yeah. So, if you're a peat fan, you're going to love this whiskey. It's actually a little bit more heavily peated than the standard 16-year-old. Might be a little bit heavier than the 8-year-old, that's 48%. I love that they went with 46% on this one. And I love that they went with an age statement on this one too. I don't think I've tried or heard of a Lagavulin that doesn't have an age statement, to be honest with you. There may be some sherry influence on this one as well. It's really, really nice stuff. That smoke, that sweetness, you can tell there's a mixture of casks. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, after tasting the White Walker, I was expecting to taste average whiskey at best. That's not what you're getting here at all, which makes me even happier that I was able to secure a couple bottles, because I honestly feel that this is gonna fly off the shelves. This is incredible stuff. Both of these are excellent. Pick a winner. That's going to be tough. They're both probably high A, low A plus for me. If you need clarification as to what that means, you can head to my main page and check out the scoring system. Let's do this one more time just to double check. I thought I would like the Dalwhinnie less, to be honest with you. I thought for sure that the Lagavulin was going to smash it because of the higher ABV, because of the fact that it's got some peat in it. And I like that in a whiskey. I like that in a single malt for sure. But the nose on this Dalwhinnie is beautiful. And I like that it's at least 43% on the Dalwhinnie. It's just super soft on the palate. You can tell there's like no bitter notes. Nothing that indicates youth in this, in my opinion. That's a tough one to score. Alright, so if I absolutely had to pick one, as an everyday sipper, I think the Dalwhinnie wins because it's just so easy to drink. I think it's also going to appeal to more people, so keep your eye out for this Dalwhinnie, because I don't think it's going to last very long once people start tasting it. But this Lagavulin's excellent as well. I'm going to have to give them both, like I said, borderline high A, low A plus. But, I mean, how fitting is it that this is nearly a draw, and in the actual show itself, you never really see a clear winner. Actually, if anything, the Starks lose more often than not, but they're making a comeback in the new seasons. Hopefully that wasn't a spoiler. But both of these are excellent. For a peat fan, this is easy for you. Just go with the Lagavulin. The Lagavulin's beautiful. It's everything you want as a Lagavulin fan, and maybe a little bit more too. I think I really like the 8. I wish I would have had a chance to review it before I reviewed this one. But I think this one might be a touch better than the 8, to be honest with you. And then this Dalwhinnie is the best Dalwhinnie I've tasted. I've had a couple. Really, really nice. And like I said, it's a no-age statement, which possibly means that they added some younger whiskey in there, but it's definitely covered up by the older whiskey that's in this bottle, because it's excellent stuff, and I think $110 at the LCBO is a good deal, to be honest with you. So I'm going to give both of these a low A+, because they're fantastic. And unfortunately, it's a draw unless, of course, you're a peat fan, go with the Lagavulin, and if you're not a peat fan, go with the Dalwhinnie. You can't go wrong with either of them, to be honest with you. Excellent stuff. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get all of them. I know that only 4 of them are going to be released at the LCBO for now, and I believe that's the Dalwhinnie, the Lagavulin, the Cardew, and the Singleton. I could have waited. I could have probably received these for free from the PR company that represents Diageo, but I really wanted to get ahead of the game. I really wanted to try these. I couldn't wait to get my hands on these, so I had to buy them myself. And obviously, I stocked up a little bit because I got a backup of each because of the collectability, and I honestly think that these are going to be highly collectible in the years to come if they last that long. So head out and grab them, guys, if you haven't already. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you really like the video and you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. I'll answer your questions on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and I'll also answer your comments below. Cheers, guys.